Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I hope I got my big fat dead cat sitting on my microphone here because it's a little bit windy and I am outside. So if you guys let me know if there is a little bit wind noise or distortion or anything like that, let me know. I will definitely move this inside. I didn't want to do it in there because I've yet to get my soundboard's up, and what I'm going to be doing is going to be a little bit echoey and stuff like that. So I wanted to be outside. I don't know if the thumbnail showed up or not. It said unable to load thumbnail. Let me turn this around. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for joining in there, JC. What we're talking about in this video is different brands of staples and does it matter? How's it going, DJ Heck? Thank you, Jared. I appreciate it, buddy. So I've had numerous amount of staple guns, finish guns and stuff like that for underlayment, hardwood and stuff like that. And for instance, this gun right here, if you guys know, I have pretty much ragged it from day one since I've had it. It misfiring, jamming up, and everything like that. Everybody's like, you need to use the brand of staples that it comes with. How's it going? Good. Good house floor care. Been a while since I've done this. I kind of forgot people's names. Let me get this thing set down here so you can see me better. Anyway, so I've had this power nail gun. Excuse me, that's a little bit high. Is the wind messing with the audio at all? If it is, I can move inside. Like I said, I've got my big fluffy thing over my microphone, so I'm hoping it's okay, and I am speaking up a little bit. But by all means, if it is disturbing the audio, I will go inside. So if it is, let me know. Anyway, I have ragged this gun from day one, ever since I've had it, the power nail. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I ragged this hardwood gun day one because it's jamming up like crazy. I mean, every 25, 30 feet, maybe if I'm lucky, I could get 100 feet out of it, and then it jams up. Well, everybody kept telling me, you need to use the power nails. So lo and behold, even Power Nail, the rep from Power Nail got a hold of me. He's like, hey, I want to take care of you. I want to get the gun fixed. Whatever the issue is, I want to make it right by you, okay? I was like, well, everybody keeps telling me to get the right staples and it won't have any issues. Well, I've got 5 different types of staples right here that all go pretty much for the same thing. Looky here, I can use these all of these sounds. It's doing pretty good, Anthony. It's healing up. I get this cast off in a couple weeks. Look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 staples. Ooh, did you see that? Bam. My wife's done that. I got 5 different types of staples here. All of these staples will work, or should work. They're all the same, pretty much same size. You can see we got 1 1/8 1/4 inch crown. We've got 1 1/4 with a 1/4 inch crown. Look at there, 6 millimeter. We'll say that's what it is. And the Trax is a 1/4 inch crown with oops, hold on, my thing is moving on me, my gimbal. This is a little bit different with my left hand. Anyway, they're 1 inch with a 1/4 inch crown. And my DeWalt right here, let's see what they are. They are 7/32 with 1 1/4 inch length on them right there. So they're pretty much all a 1/4 inch, okay? The issue I was having, again, they was jamming up. I actually did a video. Somebody actually gave me a gun here a while back to do a test on it, and this was it right here. It was the Pro Drive HD. I was using my DeWalt staples in it right there, and the thing would not sync them. It would not sync the staples at all. Well, finally, the owner of the company called me. I don't reckon he seen my thing on Facebook. I hope he didn't see my thing on Facebook. But he called me, and I just had to tell him. I was like, yeah, I told him exactly what I put on Facebook. I said the thing is not shooting properly. If the way we shoot, we do our underlayment. I told him, I said, we shoot really fast, okay? When we're doing our underlayment, it's like tat, 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 real fast. You guys have seen that in the videos. I'm not claiming to be super fast like the fastest one out there, but we run our guns pretty fast so we can get the job done and get on with the next one. Anyway, the thing was jamming up. I got the gun. The very next day, I was on an underlayment job. I had like 22 sheets of underlayment. I used that gun for about a half a day, trying it out, seeing how it was going. My hand is jacked up, okay? So Jerry was using the gun. He was telling me what was going on with it, telling me what was how it was acting and stuff like that. I was sitting watching. Boom, boom, boom. Out of about 15, 20 shots, it would not sink 4 or 5 staples, something like that. I can't remember now. So it was not sinking them all the way. Sorry about that. My battery's going low. I hope it don't go dead on me. Anyway, out of about 15 or 20 shots, it would not sink them all the way. So me, with my left hand, rather than just taking his word for it, I took myself, run 3 rows of staples through it just to test it out myself, and sure enough, it was doing the same thing. It was not sinking them right. So as you guys see, I've got a wide variety of staples here. The exact same thing was going on with the power nail. It just would jam up all the time. I've got me some power nail staples there. I've yet to use them. I've got some Trax staples rather than the Bostitch and the DeWalt, which I normally use. I got some Trax staples right there, and they actually work just fine. So since I've been using the Trax staples in the power nail gun, I've not had a single issue out of it. I love the gun now, as a matter of fact. I love that it has 2 tray long enough right here for 2 rows of staples, and same thing with this right here. Okay, I just got these in the mail. This thing right here, I love that it has the has the row right here for 2 rows of staples, and I actually just got these in the mail right here. They are 7/8 inch staples. We use Trax for crown staples, too. Good price per box. Yeah, you're exactly right. And thanks for signing up, Michael. I'm super excited to meet you when you get here. I hope you've seen the video. I hope you're into stuff like that. We're gonna have fun when you guys come for the thing. Anyway, I got these. These are made specifically for this gun. Okay. Some people say, "Wow, that's a ripoff. You can't use the same staples for all the guns." It's not necessarily a ripoff. Okay. People make their guns. People design their guns. I mean, if people made a staple gun or something like that to fit such a wide variety, awesome. To fit such a wide variety of staples, I mean, if you get some with a little bit different crown or something like that, they're just going to be all loose and flopping around in there, and then that's going to cause problems, okay? So I'm finally understanding this, okay? After all the griping and complaining and dissing of guns and stuff like that, I am finally starting to understand why they make guns to fit specific staples. For that reason right there, if they made a gun to fit every single staple on the market, some of them would just be all wobbly and stuff like that in there. So they pick a staple, they make a gun to fit that staple. For instance, Power Hold makes their staples too, so they make them to fit their staples. Well, it turns out the Trax staples are really close to the Power Hold staples, so they work really well with that as well. These Fasten Right staples, I was using Fluorine Pro fastening staples. Let me turn that around. So at the time that I was talking about this gun right here, I was using my DeWalt staples in them right there, and it was just not sinking them. It was not sinking them. Even my Bostitch, you guys know that I am a firm believer in Bostitch. I love my Bostitch underlayment gun right here. I love it, and I love my Bostitch hardwood gun. But even my Bostitch hardwood gun will not run a Trax staple, okay? It just don't perform like it should. So I have to run either DeWalt or Bostitch in that. That was an eye-opener. Also with the Power Nail gun right here, it was an eye-opener because it works awesome with the Trax nails. I just got these in the mail the other day. I have not even tried them out yet, but I'm sure they are going to perform well since they are so much like the Trax. And I just got these today, and I've wore them out. I mean, I've been pop. I've probably run 7 or 8 rows of staples through it, and I've not had an issue out of it whatsoever. So this is ultimately a good gun, okay? The other day I was running a DeWalt staple in it, and it just was not performing well. I've got a whole variety of staples right here. They're so close, okay? They're so close. You really have to get them whenever you line them up, let me set this down right here. Whenever you line different brands of staples up, I don't even know if that's the same size right there. Let me get a box. Let me get some of these out right here. Whenever you line them up, they are so close you visibly can't hardly see the difference whatsoever. So I'm going to get a we'll get some of the Trax, and I'll get some of the DeWalt's, and we'll take a look and we'll compare them. Okay, so we're going to look right here. I hope this will show up really good. So right here, let's see, this one is the Trax and this one is the DeWalt. Visibly there's like virtually hardly any difference at all. These right here actually look a little bit more square than these do, so there is just a slight difference in them, and that teeny weeny difference makes a deal when it goes to performing well in a gun. Okay, so if you're having issues with your gun, by all means, don't mark it off. Try a different brand of staples. Okay, more than likely that's what the deal is. The guns are going to perform well so long as you find the staples that will work well with the gun. Okay, I've experienced that time after time after time. Like I said, I've dished that power nail gun to the point where I've almost slung it out in the yard and stomped on it, jumped up and down on it, did jumping jacks on it, and everything else. This power right here, this one right here, I've only tried to use it one time, and it was not performing like I wanted it to. So I put it up and started using my trusty Bostitch. But like I said again, I love this gun, but it will not even use the Trax staples as well. So it is particular in that sense. Also, the Bostitch and the DeWalt is what will work in the Bostitch gun from my experience. Now, I have this gun. I'm not going to try any of these other staples in it. I'm going to try these Flooring Pro staples right there. What goes in the gun? Okay, I got 7/8 because that's what's going to be good for an underlayment. Okay, so let's wear it out right here. I got a whole row of staples in it. I'm going to set this camera down, and we're going to shoot that whole row of staples in it, and we're going to see how it performs for a entire row of staples. Okay, a lot of people was telling me in the little video demo I did, if you would slow down it would perform better, blah 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 blah. If the gun won't go as fast as the nailer can go, then in my opinion it's not worth having. Okay, you need to get that stuff nailed down to the floor. You need to get it stuck so you can get onto the next board, because if you got a fast cut man, that cut man is going to have boards piling up on you, and he's not going to be able to cut until you get your stuff secured off so he can get measurements off of it. Okay, so your nail guy, whoever's nailing, needs to be able to get on the ball and get the stuff done. Okay, so you need a fast gun to get that going on too. So we're going to check this out right here. Okay, I've got just a 2x4 right here on the ground. I'm going to hold my weight on it right here so I can have it nice and solid. Okay, just as if I was on the floor, and I'm fixing to pump this thing full of lead. Okay, we're going to see. I ain't going to necessarily go all over. I'm just going to shoot a whole row of staples. Again, looky here. It's a whole row of 7/8 staples, and we're going to see just how it performs. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's all empty. Let me shut that compressor down. Okay, so I had some people also telling me you need a bigger hose. That makes a difference. No, well, it might. Okay, I'm not going to say I'm not no super duper blah 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 about how all that stuff is supposed to work. Okay, I run hoses and air compressors with all of my tools, and it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Stuff should perform like it's supposed to perform. However, that little bitty air compressor I've got back there, I had it cranked up the other day on 140 degrees. 140 psi, and it still was not sinking these staples. Looky here, I just went through a whole thing, and let's check it out and see how it done. Okay, So right here, look at all these right here. I have one right there. That one right there, it must have hit something hard because that's the only one that didn't sink. You can see them, but they are all flush or sunk. One or the two, okay? It might look like these are up, but they are actually flush, okay? You can't feel them. That one right there is the only one. I don't know if it went down there and hit something hard in the board or what the deal was, but that's the only one out of a whole row of staples that didn't sink, okay? So that answers the question right there, okay? If you have the right staples for the right gun, it's going to perform like you should, okay? So if you buy a gun and you think it's garbage, you know what I'm saying. I've had so many issues out of this. You know what? It was the wrong staples. I got the right staples. I love the gun. I love the feel of it. I love the small compact of it. I love it. I'm really going to like this gun now. You guys seen, I mean, pop, 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 pop. That was like super fast because I wasn't even going in a line with it, okay? I was just like straight up and down, pop, 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 pop. So that was probably even faster than we do whenever we're going across the board, back across the board, across the board, and back across the board when we're actually nailing down underlayment. I mean, just straight up and down right there. Boom, 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 boom. And let me turn this around again right here. So those ones that didn't look like it sunk all the way is right by the knot, okay? So that knot is probably spread out in there. Again, that is sunk. It's just not, I mean, it's flush. It's just not countersunk like the rest of them, okay? So not a problem. Look at a whole row right there. And boom, 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 straight up and down. So that was definitely faster than I could go across the board, back across the board, and all of that stuff like that. So once again, if you feel like you got a piece of junk, try a different brand of staples, okay? Don't discard the gun. Don't diss the gun. I am the world's worst about that. If I find something that don't perform, I automatically diss it. Go on Facebook, tell everybody it's garbage and stuff like that. I really need to shut my mouth until I get to until I do more experimenting with it. I really have a bad problem with that, and I promise I am working over that. So with that being said, that is justified for this gun right here, okay? This is justified because I'm using the proper staples in it now. This gun right here, Power Nail, I had a lot of people say Power Nail is a good gun whenever I was dissing it. I have no problem with it now. It is justified since it am using the right staples in it. So my Bostitch, you know what? I could absolutely rag that gun, say that piece of junk, it won't even take the track staples. You know what? I never have, because you know why? I always buy them Bostitch staples to go with it because you can buy them at the box stores. They're really easy to get. So that's why I've never had no issues out of my Bostitch gun, because I always use the proper staples. Ain't that something? Who would have ever thought that? It performs well because I've always used the right staples. No brainer, right? It never really sunk in, honestly. It never really sunk in. But since I did stuff on Flooring Installers of America and stuff like that, they said use the right staples for the Power Nail gun. I haven't even had a chance to yet. The track staples work good, but I do have some. Like the rep called me and told me, he's like, hey, we want to fix the gun. I said, well, everybody's saying that. I want to try the staples out first, and if it don't perform with the proper staples, then I'll let you give me another gun or something like that, okay? I'm not out to just get free stuff or anything like that, okay? By all means, these companies are super awesome anyway, so I don't want to just diss their stuff trying to get free stuff, by no means, okay? I just want to give honest feedback from my opinion, from my experience of almost 30 years. If it performs well, I want to let you guys know that it performs well. That way you're not scared to go out and invest your hard-earned money to buy these tools, or if it don't perform well, stay away from it, okay? I don't want you guys going out there making the same mistakes that I've made and buy stuff that you're like, yeah, I wished I hadn't have bought that. That was a waste of $200 and something. Do you think the CFI would ever do tuition scholarships to your class for an old timer that had a heart attack? LOL. I'll always be an installer even though I'm not installing anymore. They actually was doing scholarships, Anthony, and when I was talking to them the other day on the phone, they actually have stopped doing the scholarships just since last year. So I'm sorry about that, but no, they do not do scholarships anymore. However, if you are a CFI member, you can become a CFI member, and you can get a 10% discount if I'm not mistaken. That's the way it is if you're a CFI member. And you just have to go on the website. I'm not exactly sure what you have to do to be a member. I'm a member and I'm not certified whatsoever. So 10% discount off of $600. That's $60. Okay, so that's saving. That's a pretty good savings right there. I'm really I'm psyched up. And again, oh, sorry, goodness gracious, I feel like I'm 90 and I ain't had a heart attack. So again, this is where we're going to be having it, right here at my building. This garage right here, we are currently working on getting everything out of there. And also here at my studio, we are going to be doing a here and in my shops. So anyway, the point of the video was, let me turn this around. The point of the video was, looky here, all of these different staples. There's such a wide variety of staples out there. Okay, I've only got 5 here and I'm sure there's more, so don't go and say the gun is garbage. Okay, I'm guilty of that myself. By all means, I'm way guilty of that. Try you a different set of staples, a different brand of staples or something before you discard the gun, before you throw it away, before you bash it, before you go and buy another one. Try a different brand of staples, okay? Because more than likely, that's what the problem is, okay? Like I said, if they made a brand of staples, if they made a gun to fit every brand of staples, it would be all wobbly and loose and cause problems. Okay, thank you. I'll look into that. You're welcome, Anthony. And it would be awesome to see you here. I got lots of stuff. Well, 2 of the evenings I've got planned to do stuff. I don't know if you've seen that video that I put up yesterday. We actually took the grandkids over there just a little bit ago. That's where we just got back from a little bit ago. But we're going to do some caving. If you guys like to do stuff like that outdoorsy, I know we're and it's not no like cave to where you can take tours and stuff like that in. This is a legitimate cave where it's just a real cave, okay? It's not something like you pay and go and see. This is a really cave, a hole in the side of a cliff in the side. The one that I did the video in is like nothing compared to the other one I'm talking about. It's just like a hole in the side of a hill, and it just goes for miles and miles and miles and miles. So if you guys are down like that with that kind of stuff, you're going to have a blast. It's super fun. I haven't been back in that cave in probably 10, 11, 12 years myself, so I told the wife we are actually going to have to drive over there and check it out, because there was a spot on that where you get so far and you had to climb down this rope ladder to get to carry on. So we're going to have to go over there, go inside there, and make sure it's still accessible to get down in there. And if not, we're going to rig something up to where we are able to get on down in there and stuff. So we're going to have some awesome fun for you guys that want to come over here. My wife is going to be making fried chicken for us. She's going to be feeding us while we're here at the classes. I hope to make this a time to remember. I hope to make it a really, really good time to get to know you guys, just to have fun with you guys and all of that kind of good stuff like that, okay? I'll leave a link, again, down at the bottom of this video for the CFI registration if you want to do that, because I'm going to try to, I'm a Christian. I don't cuss, I don't smoke, I don't do dope, I don't drink or nothing like that. So it'll just be some nice, good, clean fun, but it will be fun. I'm going to do my best to be a good host when you guys are here. So like I said, you're not just getting done with the classes and going and sitting in your hotel room twiddling your thumbs until the next morning, okay? I want to do my part to keep you guys entertained and stuff like that as long as you guys are here. Anyway, try different brands of staples if you're having an issue, okay? Thank you guys for bearing with me. I've not had a whole lot of videos out lately due to this, so I apologize for that, and I'm really sorry. However, I do got tons of stuff going on. Look here, I've actually went out and got me Got me, well, I ain't gonna go into all that. I got all kinds of stuff to do steps with. It got me a stair stretcher. I've got 2 different stair stretchers. I've got, I ain't gonna get into it. I got all kinds of stuff. As soon as I get done with this thing right here, it's on, okay? I am super, super, super excited about getting those steps videos on the way, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you for your super chat, Jared. I will definitely take a look at your videos. I mean, your pictures and stuff that you just posted. I seen them show up as I was doing my live stream, and we'll get back to the conversation that we was in before I started this, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope to see you guys here. We're going to have fun, okay? Until next time, FBSB's out. Thank you for that, Joe. Somebody, you are a new one. I have never heard of you before, so thank you so much for that super chat. Really, really appreciate it, okay? Thanks so much. Until next time, FBSB's out.